Good morning, this is Matt with Cooler Painting, and I wanted to talk about this barn and some of the aspects that I'm looking at. I have done a water test, and what happens on a water test is you sprinkle some water on a board or a log and note if it beads up or if it gets absorbed. And on these logs it gets absorbed very, very quickly, which is telling me that there is no longer a seal on these boards. And when I look in close, obviously lots of checking is going on. The checking up on top concerns me the most, as that's where water is going to penetrate, and especially around here we've got a freeze-thaw scenario that happens quickly. Other options, and hopefully the wind is not going to get too bad here on the microphone, not options but other scenarios to explore, is separation of the logs, and there are some birds residenting in here, and that all can be shored up. When we have birds or opportunities for pests to get in and infiltrate, just them living alone can help deteriorate woods as well as moisture. So when I'm looking at buildings, I'm looking at an integrity and I'm looking at an aesthetic aspect. I'm going to take us over to some well-protected logs, and this is what we're after. This still has a bit of a sheen. You can see that glistening log right there. And what that is that's enough of the material built up so that it is not penetrated, and I shouldn't say not penetrated, it has penetrated to absorption. And this sheen is what really gives a good protection. So what has been used on here is a penetrating oil, which I do like to use out here. And what I don't know is, from 2 years ago, was enough applied. What we need to is have the application go in with a penetrating oil. It's usually wet coats on top of wet coats. Once that coat seals itself, another coat on top is just going to sit and all of a sudden be eroded rather quickly. So we need the penetrating oil, natural oil, to penetrate, and then have another top coat on top of that. And sometimes some of these sides are going to need 3 coats just to get that good conformity of protection seal on there. So I hope that helped just explain a little bit of what's written in the proposal. While I was on the job site, I want to make a quick little note in video. Thanks.